Hello and welcome to the second episode of decks I was close to playing at the INNISTRAD Set Championship. This time around, Blue-Black Lear. I had a lot of hope in this deck. This deck is one of the decks that my arch nemesis in Standard for the last weeks, months has been mono green. And this deck is very good against mono green with the Fading Hopes, the cheap interaction, Lear. Just Lear, Fading Hope, everyone knows. If you get to that point of the game, green just can't win anymore. And Sedgemoor Witch, just making a bunch of chump blocking pest tokens. This deck is good against green. It's also good against white. A little closer than the green matchup for sure. But we got some Ray of Enfeeblements in the sideboard. All this cheap interaction. Yeah, Talia is an issue, of course. You have to have that removal for the Talia early. Fading Hope is like... deals with Talia, but it's not great. But that matchup felt favored as well. So, you got two of the best free decks in the format covered. Lastly, Izzet. How's the Izzet matchup? I played this matchup a ton. I thought it was very close. I thought it is slightly unfavored for blue-black. To be fair, at the very end of testing, I jumped on Esper Control. For example, the Esper Control deck I played in the last episode, where you can check that video out if you haven't yet. It's a very, very nice Esper Control list. I worked on a ton for the INNISTRAD Set Championship. But yeah, I worked a little bit less on this deck. But anyways, one of my teammates actually played this deck. Not quite this version, a little bit of a different version. After the tournament, he actually told me that he might have wanted, like, I think he cut the Beholds and the Celestus, and after the tournament he was like, maybe I should have played the Celestus, maybe I should have played the Beholds. Yeah, anyways. At the beginning I was also playing First for Discovery, to be fair, on the Behold matter. Like, First for Discovery, just First for Discovery is the draw free, and you can discard 2 cards or discard a basic land, which is pretty good in this deck. You have a lot of basic lands. The thing about that, though, is that, interestingly enough, you already have a lot of stuff to do on turn 3, but you don't have much to do on turn 2, especially proactively. And if you're on the play, it's super nice to foretell on turn 2 a Behold, because you really don't have that much going on, especially against Izzet Control, or Izzet decks. Having Behold on turn 2 is very nice. Yeah, so I didn't work as much in the end on the deck, maybe a mistake, because Sam, who played the deck, went actually 6-2, losing against only 1 turns player, and I think beating 4 turns players, so wow, right? And maybe this deck is the real deal. I mean, it's good against the aggro decks, and Sam, with his iteration, which is very close to this one I'm presenting you right here, is just beat very talented, very good turns players. So, well, yeah, this deck has potential, and I regret a little bit not working more on it. It's also sweet to play. You got Sedgemoor Witch making a bunch of tokens, being this threat that just wins the game by itself and only costing you 3 mana. You get lots of card draw. You get Lear, which is just one of the most powerful cards. This deck obviously maximizes on Lear very much with all the cheap discard. You play the 4 Duress, just for the turns matchup, essentially. Very bad against mono white, of course. They're reasonably good against green, actually. You take away a Blizzard Brawler, Chariot, Ranger class, Unnatural Growth, Ren and 7, you know, you name it. They have a lot of non-creature spells. So, just against white, it's not great. But then, post-board, you obviously don't play it anymore. Yeah, what else is there to say? We're playing 2 Test of Talents for Izzet turns in the main deck. A little awkward with the Lear, but you can maybe time it in a way that you can even in a late game, when you have Lear out and a counterspell and you have Fading Hope, you can Fading Hope your Lear and then counter their spell on the stack. And even if you have the counterspell in the graveyard and a Fading Hope in the graveyard, what you can do, and the Lear in play, you can counter their spell with Test of Talents, and then, before the Test of Talents resolve, bounce your Lear so that you get the value out of the graveyard, and can even cast it from the graveyard, essentially. Little trick, you probably should hold full control while you're doing that. Yeah, sideboard, we got some Test of Talents, and then Hermits and Disdainful Stroke, and Infernal Grasp, Soul Shatter. Those usually come in against Izzet turns as well, or any Izzet variety. because they have a lot of creatures post-board that you want to get rid of. And they cleanly do it. And Go Blank is also good, but I went down on Go Blank a little bit because I felt like the counter spells are better. Still, if you go Go Blank on turn 3, later in the game, Lear, flashback a Go Blank, that's still a really good combination. But it's just a nice tool. It's not the back-breaking card that it used to be. Yes. So, and yeah, you want counter spells because of Unexpected Windfall. Go Blank doesn't get rid of Unexpected Windfall. If you can keep Unexpected Windfall from resolving, you are doing good usually, because then they play this fair game, just like play land, don't go. As long as that card doesn't resolve, you're good. And Test of Talents, Disdain for Stroke, Hermit, and so on help, of course, there. Yeah, let's get into the games. I'm excited to play this. I'm excited to show it to you. I haven't played it in a while. Super fun to play, and it's definitely one of the underplayed decks in the format. Yeah, I was surprised that not many people came up with this deck. It's called Ubi Mengu. I don't know what. I don't know why that happened. I think maybe it started out as a blue-black control deck I copied from Menguchi like weeks ago. Anyways, here we are. Diamond rank 2 against Yakmos Phil. I just have a smile on my face because I just love playing this type of deck. Yeah, totally fun hand. We have on the play Behold, Into the Void, beautiful. Behold Foretell. And even a Duress if I want to play it on turn 1 here. I guess so. If we play against Izzet, we could take away a spell land, which could stifle them. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, we're playing the mirror match. So I'm definitely not taking the Consider. I'm taking one of the powerful spells. Probably just the Divide by 0, although Memory Deluge is very good too. Port of Carfell is a card I was considering, but you really don't want to have tap lands in this deck, and it so rarely comes up that you actually activate this thing. Okay. I'm just going to choose to Behold in the upkeep to play around counter magic. Yeah, if they cast Consider, I'm just gonna let them resolve the Consider and then cast the Behold. Just wait, right? You could cast it in response, but just don't give them the information quite yet. Sedgemoor Witch looks to be okay here. A land, I don't mind either. Especially if it's a Jwari Disruption. That could technically counter the Memory Deluge if I want to. But yeah, this matchup is all about Lear and having Lear survive. Okay. Fading Hope. Unfortunate. But they lose a lot of life and they have one less removal for my Lear. Smart to play around any counter magic here. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit under pressure. I mean, I'm not under pressure at all, but anyone who knows how these games go... Actually, I could have attacked with the Hive last turn. I missed that. Yeah, that was maybe a mistake. I'm wondering if I should attack now to exile the Memory Deluge in the graveyard. But then they can just like Fading Hope me. It's not great. Obviously, I mean, I could play Lear Duress or something. Okay, it's getting a little difficult here. I could get Arcane Teachings. My hand is pretty stacked too. My opponent has all the card advantage, I don't. Not good, not good. Yeah, if you want to beat the mirror match, Memory Deluge is certainly the way to go, because in the mirror match, Memory Deluge is a lot better than Behold the Multiverse. Oh, you hate to see it. Yeah, can't do anything about that. They're gonna take my Divide now. Opponent got me, I feel like. I feel very behind. Nothing's lost, though. Ah, I have so many swarms. What's going on here? I was going to. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm so far behind. Oh, they have Field of Ruin. I didn't even see that. Wow. They just played a Field of Ruin, huh? Last turn. Well. Sucks. Yeah, it really messed up this game. Really did. Like, the turn 5, I just needed to attack with the Hive and just exile the Memory Deluge. That was terrible. So now they have 7 mana. Now I'm just gonna slam this Lear. Should have maybe tapped differently. No, that's fine. Okay, that's alright. That means they don't use their Memory Deluge. They still, yeah, I mean, now they have, yeah, they have more resources than me. They have Memory Deluge. Really have to have the Lear stick. They're not even playing environmental sciences, huh? Okay. Another Divide by 0, perhaps? No. Alright, all the rest. It's interesting here, like I could... So they have 7 mana exactly. Okay. Huh. Take this away. Then they can't really cast Memory Deluge here. Actually, I'm looking in a good spot, guys. I like my spot now. They can't really cast Deluge. Yeah, they just wasted the entire turn. Wow. Okay. If they let me untap here, I have Behold all of a sudden. Okay, this game. Yeah, I mean, Lear is the most powerful card in the mirror, that's for sure. If she just sticks, it's pretty good. A she. I always think it's a she. I don't know. It's just stuck in my brain. It's a he. Anyways. Do I want to Behold here to hit land drops? 4, 5, 6. I think I'll rather just keep up all the counter magic I have. Well, yeah, this is about to happen, I suppose. Which I will just let resolve. What if they draw Lear? Funny thing is, I could technically divide the Fading Hope, which then they could either cast Fading Hope or Memory Deluge, but then they just cast. How much mana do I have? 5, 9. Then they just cast Memory Deluge. Then I divide the Memory Deluge. And then I have another Divide by 0 in my graveyard. But then if they Fading Hope and then if they Lear, they have Lear access. Yeah. I think Lear, if they draw Lear exactly off the top, it's trouble no matter what. So this makes me... they have Divide, huh? It's actually pretty annoying. Wow, that's really, really annoying, actually. Oh my god. Now they're gonna get Arcane Teachings and draw a bunch of cards. And my Behold is gonna be exiled. Disgusting. I have no real answer to that, do I? Dividing their divide doesn't really do anything. This was a good turn by the opponent. Man. Okay. Sucks. So, okay, wow, yeah. Divide by 0. Such a nice card when you're behind, and then Arcane Teachings, it's like a 2-for-1, cut my card draw off. That was like a 4-for-1, that divide by 0. Strong stuff. I still am the player of the Lear. My opponent has much more lands than I do, which is also important in these fights. Having more mana means you can do more things, and so on and so on. And now I don't even have any card draw in my side, in my graveyard. I wonder, this game would have gone much better if I would not have put that Behold on the stack. I have to divide here, which will exile the flashback, which is pretty nice. Mascot, environmental sciences. I won't cast environmental sciences anyways, because I'm keeping up the Fading Hope in case they have a removal spell. I could have taken the environmental sciences though to just make land drops. Huh. Wow, they have a lot of... Okay. Alright, what do you want to reveal? Swamp. Okay. Oh yeah, you can play a Sorin in this deck. That's not unreasonable. They haven't drawn a Lear yet. They play multiple Sorins even. If I do this, I can't do anything else. Awkward. So I guess I'll just do this. If I had another land, I could have done both. Good stuff from the opponent. Well, what's like all these spells are, I mean, they have triple divide. I guess I can take the Duress out. I don't know. If they draw Lear, I'm gonna die. That's pretty clear. So they have 5, 8, 10, 12 mana, 13 mana, 14 mana they need for double activation. So they have 1 blocker and a Field of Ruin. Whoa. I have 5. 9 power here. Oh, yeah, I'll just take the damage. Attack for 9. If they attack with 1/7/7, I'll just activate here. They blow that up. And then I can power word kill the hall. Is there any way I die if they have like divide by 0? But I can activate this again. If they have Fading Hope, I could just do this. Put them to 4. A little safer and have a lot of ways to not die. God, I literally need like... Yeah, fading off the top kills me, I suppose, if I don't stay back. So I want to stay back to not die against that. They might just activate Port of Carfel. Can they even? No, it costs 6 mana. They only have 5. I was very lucky how many lands they drew. Alright. Doesn't seem like they play any Sedgemoor Witch, maybe. They just play Lear and Sorin as their threats. Oh. The Horror. Okay. 3 mana up. It's a little hasty. That's GG. Interesting list. So they must play Lier. They just were so unlucky to not draw it, I suppose. I'll take it. Okay. Bloodchief first, Fading Hope. I like to play 1 to just have something to protect my own things. Powered Kill is probably good if I think about it. Just a straight up better Infernal Grasp. Yeah. Go blank is certainly where I want to be. Stroke. Hermit is good. Soul Shatter is good. And then we have some question marks. Celestus becomes less good in the post-board games when you have only good cards left in your deck, essentially. Consider as a card you can cut. It's not necessary. I could shave on the Fading Hope. Well, let's think about this. So Test of Talents, very good. Infernal Grasp, very good. Not very good, but good. But right now we have 4 removal. To be fair, they didn't show us any Sedgemoor Witch. So if they're really just playing Lear and Hullbreaker Horror and Sorin, I might be fine having this amount of removal in my deck. Yeah. I think I'll cut a Celestus for a Test. The Test of Talents just seems fantastic in this matchup. I kind of want to have all 4 copies. I could cut a Sedgemoor Witch. It's a good card though. You can just run away with the game. Always uses up a removal that the opponent has. I don't really see anything else to cut. I don't want to shave on the Behold. I think I like my 1 Fading Hope. Although, I don't need to play that card, to be honest with you. I don't need it, you know, I have the Duress. Duress is pseudo protection as well. Just takes the removal out of their hand. And Fading Hope sometimes can just sit there and do not much. Beautiful. Duress, okay. Yeah. Take the card advantage, take the counterspell, take the removal. I got all types of effects. You might ask yourself, usually people play more Hall of Storm Giants. The list I'm playing right now plays 1 Hall, 2 Hive. Essentially, what we were thinking, or what I was thinking, is that Hive is better against Izzet. That's why I want to play Hive more than Hall, because I expect more Izzet players. Hall is better at stabilizing against Faceless Haven, for example, but yeah, Hive is just nicer with Sedgemoor Witch to get those last damages in. Maybe exile a flashback spell. Yeah. Interesting turn. I feel like I'm supposed to just slow play this very much, keep up my Test of Talents all times. If I tap out any time here for like Behold or whatever, they can then resolve a Memory Deluge, which I don't want them to resolve. Behold is so nice because you can foretell it and still keep up your Test of Talents, instead of like Memory Deluge sometimes being awkward. Now I'm tempted. Oh no, I can't cast Behold, right? Because you can't cast it in the turn you foretold it. It's a little downside there. I was tempted to just cast Behold. Anyways. Yeah, because you can still keep up the counter magic, the 2 mana counter magic, and then still foretell, still have used your mana, and it's kind of nice. I really am a fan of the card. So here I could play Behold the Sedgemoor Witch. Or I could just go for Behold plus Test of Talents to protect my Behold. I want to give them less information, even though this land would be better to play. Arena? Hello? Okay, just a small bug. So if they go like Divide, I'll just put it back into my hand and that's fine. I think I'll just slow play with my friends. I feel like if they are not doing anything, if their mana means probably they have removal in their hand, and then I don't necessarily want to play my witch. We're just gonna do this. I mean, okay. Oh wow, beautiful, beautiful. Duress is exactly what I want to have here. Let's see what's going on. And then we have double counter spell. We're ready for the fight. Okay, my power word kill has 2 targets. What do they have in the graveyard? They have to rest consider. Interesting. So they have horror and Lear. Well, yeah, I have Lear plus power word kill. Yeah. They have 2 of them, so I was about to blow one up, but I think I won't. So now we're certainly playing the witch. Double counter spell up. Tempting to counter this, but that could mean that if they play Lear, they can Duress me, but then I can just play my own Lear. Then I can play my own Lear and power word kill their Lear, and they don't have any protection for that. So actually I think this is a fine play. Establish pressure here. Exile this from the deck. Jacob Hauken. It's a card that some of us on our team were high on. Okay, my opponent plays a more controlling version. Suspicious Stowaway as a one-off, alright. Or a 2-off, I suppose. No Sedgemoor Witches. I like Sedgemoor Witch because it's just so good against the aggro decks, so good at stabilizing you. Yeah. No, yeah, you can resolve your Lear, you can Duress me, but funny thing is, Duress is an exile. So I can just play my own Lear and kill your Lear. Then I'm a little naked against the horror, to be fair. But I have a lot of draw to find answers for the horror then, if my Lear survives. And I have pressure. The horror might just be too slow. Okay. Yeah. Yep. First in the bin, okay. Oh, drawing the land was nice too. Should have maybe tapped a little better though. Now we can take a look at what they have. Duress and Power Word Kill. They have double horror. Yeah, I just gotta kill that thing. Put them to 12. So now they can play 7, 8. 5, 7, 10. Ooh, okay. It's not that good actually. I can put them to 2 life if I want to. Two life. Then I activate this land next turn and just kill him. Or I play Witch and cast Behold. Put them to 9. Have 7 power on the board. Interesting, huh? This is an interesting situation. I'm not sure what to do. I lose against Fading Hope or Doomblade. But if I draw an untapped land, I can even keep up Field of... No, but they can horror me. So they have exactly Fading Hope or Consider to be fair. That's also good. Okay. So they could have things. They could have things to definitely prevent me from killing them. And they could really destroy me in the process. Like, if they have Consider plus Horror next turn, they're going to eat my... No, what am I talking about? They only have 7 mana. Ah, miss. I thought they had 8 mana for a reason. Ah, damn it. They only have 7. Then they really don't have much in the way of outs. That's maybe... Oh, so shit. GG. Okay. Okay, maybe then I should have just attacked, yeah. Because then they can't really blow me out. They can... Yeah, okay, this is surely game. And now I activate here and I have 3 mana up. Yeah. Yeah, that's game. They only have 1 blocker, so that's GG. So we also tried this deck with Horror, of course. But instantly I was like, no. I'm not playing Horror. Horror is so bad against the bounce spell out of Izzet, like Fading Hope and Divide by Zero. If you get to that stage of the game with late game with horror things and stuff, you want to be the person that has the cheap removal to deal with their horrors. You don't want to be the person that tries to play Horror. Card's fine against green. Card's not even good against mono white. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And so you don't want to dare against green. You already are great. You have Sedgemoor Witch, Lear. You just, yeah. The horror is not very good in these. Horror is a very, very overrated card in my opinion. It's a sweet card. I like to play it too. When I saw it, I was like, oh, looks pretty cool. But it's very much overrated. It's clunky. It's a liability against all the bounce, all the removal. Like, look at that game. My opponent drew 2 horror, and they were horrible. Excuse my pun. But yeah. So, 2 more matches to go. Let's see how our deck shares. Hopefully we play against turns, or I wouldn't mind playing against one of the aggressive decks either. We're playing against a player with a cryptic command as their sleeve. In an open decklist format, I would maybe know that they're playing a control deck right now. Here, I don't know. This hand is good against aggro, bad against turns, that's for sure. Oh, this is tough. The cryptic command sleeve really makes me think they are on control. But I can't mulligan this hand necessarily. Yeah, they are. I would draw the rest. That's good. Do I want to fire off to the rest? I kind of want to have Lear and Like I want to Duress and then Lear on turn 5 or something like that. Yeah, I'll just wait a turn at least. They could have Duress and Duress me now, which would be annoying. We're playing another... Oh, we're playing as Esper. Alright. Yeah, the Cryptic Command Sleeves. Kind of a giveaway. Kind of a giveaway. Alright, let's see what they got. Aha. It's gotta be either Vanishing Rose or Celestus. It's gotta be Celestus. Celestus is a little annoying. Gives them a mana advantage. They're already on the play, so they will have 2 lands ahead of me. Is my opponent maybe playing the Esper control list that our team built for the event? Maybe. Looks so far playing all the cards that we played. Yeah, that's certainly good. There's a Test of Talents. Oh. I wish I had a Divide by Zero. Ooh, that would be juicy. Divide by Zero countering this would mean we or bouncing it would mean we get it back to our hand. What's going on here? So this is my Behold. But I'm gonna test their deck because it's controller's graveyard. It's not owners. If it would say owners, I would actually test myself here. Say what? Really? Wash away your own Behold. That, I mean, to keep, do you have so many Beholds that you really don't want, or you don't want to give me the information? This is one of the very best cards in the matchup. 3 mana, counter anything in a control matchup. Amazing. And you just discard that? Just so I can't see your deck? That sounds wild to me. Alright, I'll play Lier, I think. We know that my opponent doesn't have another land in hand. They're gonna Vanishing Verse me here. That's fine. I have another one. Let's hope we can snag a spell. Yeah, okay. Something. It is very much looks like the Esper control deck. Carl Sarup, one of my teammates. And I was considering to play in the INNISTRAD Championship, registered there. Okay. Another blue land. Alright, sweet. Let's pass. What do they have exiled there, maybe, huh? What is that? Seems like an instant. Maybe a Fading Hope? Okay. Divide? No, it's a Fading Hope. Interesting. The question is essentially, do I want to play Lear or do I want to play Behold? They have 2 unknowns. If this is a counter spell, I'd rather play Behold and find me another Duress. That's my thinking here. Because they didn't play land. They discarded Jwari Disruption. So I just want to Behold another Duress into another Duress and then cast my Lear. If I just let this Lear go to my hand and then just recast them, they have a counter spell, I got nothing going on. And this way I also 100% get the value, right? The value of casting this Behold. I'll certainly keep the Celestus. Alright, that gets bounced. They had a Fading Hope, I guessed correctly there. Alright. Now it's night, it's gonna flip. See, they also had a wash away, so I guessed that too. I'm good at this, huh? Question though, like, they just snapped off that wash away, right? That was pretty aggressive, even though they knew I have a Lear. Well, happy to bounce. Although, I could use the bounce in my graveyard instead of the bounce right there. It's actually important though that I do it this way. Because this way I can play all my things and keep up Fading Hope. And if I do it in my turn, then I don't have Fading Hope up anymore. Alright, sweet. They played their washaways a little too aggressive in my opinion. Okay, so I'm pretty certain this is just the Esper control deck, which is kind of cool. I made a video about the white heavy version of the deck with Doomscar. The last episode of decks I almost played at the INNISTRAD Championships. You check that out if you haven't. Bloodchief first, Fading Hope. In the sideboard there's going to be some Hermits. Edgar is a huge threat, so does Dangerous Stroke. Please come in. Yeah, Edgar is an issue. Maybe I need some Fading Hopes for Edgar then. And go blank Fading Hope to get rid of Edgar. It's one way to do it. So they have Horror, Edgar. Yeah. And then Hall of Storm Giants as creatures. All the counter spells. What's not good? Celestus again. Not that necessary. 2 removals, maybe a little too low. I like Fading Hope. It's kind of similar to removal, to be fair. Again, Horror, Edgar, Hall of Storm Giants, Hermit. Those are the creatures I'm thinking of. Those are the creatures we played, so I believe my opponent would play them too. I don't know, Celestus is also not a bad card. It really, I have a little bit too much in the sideboard maybe for control decks. You know what? I also have Field of Ruin for the Hall, so I'll just stick it like this. I have 2 powered kill. They have like, and I have Divide by 0 too. I mean, I have Fading Hope too, so I have a lot of creature interaction if I want to. So 2 seems like a good number against this. I mean, they don't play many creatures, just like a couple horrors and the Edgars. And Edgar, yeah, I mean, Edgar I don't want to powered kill anyways, right? I just want to get rid of Edgar out of the hand. And it seems like a potentially good matchup. Edgar is just the issue. Yeah, Edgar sticking is the one thing that I don't want to happen. But if they don't stick an Edgar, seems like a good matchup for us. I'm not happy about another blue source here. No rush on the Duress. Nothing to force through. Looking to find Sedgemoor Witch, Lear, Behold, Hermit. Missing land drops. Okay, there's the Witch. They have 1 powered kill up for the Witch. I think I'll wait a turn. So I really want to get both triggers here. Turn 5, I can play all of these. Certainly test that. Hit some land drops. I'll get it out of the graveyard. I have another wash away and powered kill. Now we see the entire deck. Yep, It's... Oh, yeah, no, this is Carl Sarup's list. Carl played a Lear in the sideboard. Yep. Yep. Only one Edgar? Only one Edgar. Didn't want to board in more. That's... Edgar is like the one... I mean, Edgar is kind of weak to Divide by Zero, I suppose. But it is obviously unkillable. I mean, it is unkillable, so it's probably good enough to board in the other copies of Edgar as well. Yeah, this is the Esper control deck we built, and one of our teammates played, and there are 2 Edgars in the sideboard. So my opponent probably should have brought them in. All right, 2-0 with Blue-Black Lear, playing against 2 control decks. Yeah, I really like this deck, and I'd love for it to be a top deck, and it's super underrated. Nobody seems to be talking about it at all. Maybe that will change in the future. I think it should. I am a little... Yeah, I think one thing I did wrong in the INNISTRAD Set Championship testing, I was splattering all my resources a little too much. I was working on mono green, I was working on turns, I was working on Esper decks, I was working on blue-black decks. We also have a crazy Sultai iteration of this deck I might show off too, a Sultai version, which is really cool, and it was a... We tested so many different versions, and maybe if I would have worked like more concentrated on this deck, I would have ended up playing it perhaps, who knows. Mono green. I praised it as a good matchup. Let's prove myself and my words. Jwari Disruption. It is a 2-drop. It is a 2-drop, but a very mediocre one. Oh god. Of course I'm looking for Fading Hope and things like that. But honestly, guys, I'm just gonna risk it. My opponent has an incentive to play a 4-drop with their Ascendant Pack Leader in play to trigger it. So please just play into my Jwari Disruption. Or if they're missing land drops, we can snag something else. No, not so lucky. They're missing land drops apparently, huh? No, they have a Kazandu Mammoth. Oh, they didn't play that? Damn it. It's not looking good. Yeah, I mean, an open decklist format, I might have mulliganed this hand. It's tough to mulligan it though. It's a pretty okay hand. But yeah, we need interaction desperately. And yeah, I played the Witch here. It's obviously, if they have Blizzard Brawl, it's horrible for me, but yeah, I can't sit around keeping up Jwari Disruption. I really like now consider into things and then have blockers to chump with. That's what we gotta do here. They have a lot of, they have a mediocre, okay. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's go. Sweet. I mean, we're not out of the woods. Whew, am I trading with the Sedgemoor Witch? Yeah. Oh yeah, stay back. Usually how these green games go, you sometimes just raise them and make a bunch of pest tokens to chump and you just attack with the witch. Certainly how this could go, but I might just have to block the Faces Haven. Under a lot of pressure. Yeah, they made they made the play that doesn't allow me to do that, I guess. So if I do this, I go to 2 life. If I do this, I go to 3 life. No, I go to 5, right? I go to 5. Then I play Lear. play Lier on turn 5. They have 3 2/2s. One can grow into... So one can grow into a 3/3. I can block that, go to 1. So I technically survive. If I do this, they'll just activate Faceless Haven again. And because I... Oh man, if they have a 2-drop here and I have Jwari Disruption. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Come on, have a 2-drop. Please, 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 please. I don't think they have it though. Ah, they didn't. Okay, yeah. Kinda got punished a little bit then. Yeah, if I would have been on to play this game would have maybe gone into my favor. No, we got a chump block with Sedgemoor Witch on the Faceless Haven, which is just clearly worse than trading last turn. But if they actually have a 2-drop there, you know, then I could Jwari, get another chump token, block the Faceless Haven, and then if I untap with Lear Sedgemoor Witch, I'm in a great situation. So this was, you know, I'm on a draw. My draw was not quite good enough. I didn't have that early interaction. So I just have to take a risk, I feel like. Okay, so the way I win this game is by drawing a Sedgemoor Witch. Or that card. Yeah, I mean, that works. Right. They draw another snow land. They can untap 1. We're gonna kill 1. If they draw a snow land, they have 6 mana. They activate 1. No, they don't quite have enough. Because this is not a forest. Like a snow land. Yeah, this works. Can I play Celestus as well? No. I can play the Consider though. If I find Witch, I'm gonna play Witch. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah. You see, like it's green. Wow, we're really doing it here from the top. So now we have the 1/1 for the Faceless Haven. We have the Lear for the 2/2. Yeah, we're stabilized on 1 life. Whew. We got Field of Ruin for next turn, Faceless Haven. Yeah, we got Celestus to hopefully draw us into more things because we're out of spells. Great. So now they're going to activate Ranger class though, so we have to grind through that. But if you just find card draw, if you just find a spell here, we should be able to do that. Well, you should activate Ranger class first in case you have Ascendant Pact Leader on top of your deck. Small odds, but could definitely happen. Well, that's a spell. Okay. Should I just bounce Ranger class, set them back on that front? They get a 2/2 out of the deal again, but that seems fairly whatever. And then we get Environmental Sciences or Mascot Exhibition. I think I'll just get the Sciences. Oh, you can also keep up Divide in case they draw Blizzard Brawl, right? Maybe that's the play. If they draw Blizzard Brawl, they can kill my Lear, and then that would destroy my hopes at winning this game. Question then is that actually a play I can play around? Sort of, I guess. They activate Faceless Haven, what am I gonna do? They attack all. Then I can just divide something in combat. I think I don't want to play around that for a turn. I think I'll let them have that out, because this just positions me better for next turn. Yeah. So please do not cast Blizzard Brawl. Okay, that is annoying, but as long as I have Witch going, Witch plus Lear is just, you can beat anything. Over time, you just, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Double Witch. Let's go. Yeah, my opponent can pack it up. My opponent can pack it up. Island, please. And pass the turn with Divide up. Faces Haven. It's gonna take a while, maybe. They have a lot of permanents, but at some point I'm gonna have 20 pest tokens, you know. And yeah, I think I'm gonna accumulate more value than my opponent, essentially. Can I just concede? It's a little early, but reasonable. If I just have lands, I mean, I cast this and get Mascot Exhibition, so that will give me a ton of creatures. But yeah, I could have still lost, let's say, but it's very unlikely. Desert Talents, no thank you. Celestus, a little slow. Well, let's look at the cards we bring in. Bloodchief first, Infernal Grasp, Soul Shatter. We don't have much for the green matchups, already good. Duress, you can trim down on that one. And you can play Disdainful Stroke. My worst cards is probably Celestus, Duress, something like that. So I could play Disdainful Stroke for Chariot, or the Oddity, or Planeswalkers. I don't hate it. But I also like Duress. So I think I could cut a Celestus for a stroke on the draw. Celestus on the draw, just, you saw in that game, I think it's tough to play that card. It's not bad. If you play it on turn 3 and then have a 1-drop, you kind of buy yourself a lot of tempo back. Maybe I should have kept it in. I'm really missing that 1-drop, you know, that like, I like this hand, but it's just missing that 1 mana interaction. Jwari Disruption is a 2-drop, but it's just on the draw, like on the play. Could see keeping this on the draw. It's just a little too clunky. This is much better. I think I want to have the Behold, but I kind of want to have everything in this hand. I could bottom a land. I could, like, the reasonable thing to do is probably bottom this, but then I'm a little bit low on things to do. I don't want to bottom a Lear, it's just so important. I don't want to bottom a Witch. It has to be Behold or land. I think actually it's going to be a land for me. Like, if I'm missing land drops, I can just, I'm going to bounce the 2-drop, right, with Fading Hope, with my 1 mana. Then I'm going to play a land. Yeah, wait with the Duress, I think. And then I'm going to play a land for Tell. And then if we miss a land drop, I can still just Behold. And I have a Scry as well. Yeah, I don't need that. I want lands. Okay, awkward. Double Duress is not where I want to be necessarily. We'll see. Maybe they have some targets. I mean, if I find a swamp, I can maybe go Behold into swamp or something like that. It's a good turn. That's a good turn. Ooh, tap land. Awkward. Like, they have Chariot in their arsenal, of course, but I also don't want to just spend my turn. I think I have to Behold here. Okay. Not the biggest fan of Divide, but it's not the worst card either, but it's surely not the best. I'm kind of looking for a cheap 1-mana interaction spell, or like at least a Doomblade effect. Probably gotta take the Swamp though. Maybe I shouldn't have. Alright, let's see what they got. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I need to draw Fading Hope here. At least they don't have. I mean, that's bad though. Ay. Jesus, oh god, 10 damage. Yeah, I'm pretty dobs. I need to draw Fading Hope right here. Infernal Grasp. That's pretty much GG. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, I had one Fading Hope. They had a very nice double creature on turn 3. Yeah. You can certainly lose games on a draw. Maybe I'll play Celestus instead of the third Duress. I don't know about the Stained Stroke either. The Stained Stroke is like situational, right? But on the play you have it easier open than on the draw. Maybe, I don't know. It's difficult to assess. All right, let's get it. 3-0. I want that 3-0. Opponent kept keeping a hand full of 7 cards. Pack Leader is very, very good. Yeah, Pack Leader is maybe like the best card in the matchup, because what this deck needs is just time. It just needs time, essentially. And Pack Leader all of a sudden gives your green opponents just the speed bump with the 1-drop that deals damage and so on. It's very good. You're bouncing everything, and bouncing 1-drops is not good. So yeah. But if I get the Witch going, we should be good. Like here I'm looking to divide by 0 on turn 3. Keep up Fading Hope with Sedgemoor Witch on turn 4, and that hopefully does the trick. Would be nice to have one of our Duresses here to like clear the way first. That's okay. Activate Ranger class. Okay. Could bounce the class. Make the token bigger. I'm just gonna spend my mana. Teachings of the Archaics is gonna be good here. Nice, they can't redeploy, that's awesome. Alright, and here the wombo combo. Fading Hope plus Witch. Usually the way you win against green. The way they get out of this one is by having Snakeskin Veil in addition to a fight. Okay. Do I want to consider? Do I want to Fading Up? One this token maybe? I'm just gonna Fading Up one. It's not a bad card per se. I think I'm looking for a Doomblade though. Like a 2-mana powered kill, Infernal Grasp or Soul Shatter. You just gotta ask sometimes. To have a thing to destroy this chariot with. Here I could try to consider into a Duress to maybe clear up any snakeskin veils. You see how good Duress still is. I feel a little bit like maybe I should have just taken out. I could also work on the tokens if I want to. Not unreasonable. I could just kill bounce. I'm a little afraid of snakeskin veil. No, I'm just gonna play this conservative. I'm just gonna play this laid back, I think. Even if they have snakeskin, I have the Soul Shatter next turn. Okay. Yeah, I think I don't want to get into trouble here by power word killing the chariot, tapping myself out. Then they Blizzard Brawl my Sedgemoor Witch. Then I have a couple pest tokens left, but nothing really going on else. Okay, this obviously makes me pull the trigger. And I mean, if they have it, they have it. Looks like they have it, huh? If they don't, this game's over. They do have it, huh? Okay. It's very strong. So now we still, I mean, we have these tokens, buys a lot of time. But opponent had the comeback there. Impressive. Certainly in a losing position now. I don't know what I could have done. I mean, I could have not cast my stupid teachings and prevented this from happening. Maybe that was the greedy move that I shouldn't have done. Look at this board state. Ooh. I'm in trouble. Celestus, not good here. Okay. Oh, mono green showing me how it's done now. I need Lear. Damn. Yeah. If I wouldn't have cast the teachings, I could have had Fading Hope, Consider, and Power Word Kill up. Oh, that's awkward too, because Soul Shatter means... Wow. Yeah. Wow, they're playing around Soul Shatter even. What the heck? Okay, sick. I mean... Okay. God, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I find a removal for the token, then they at least can't crew chariot maybe. They misplayed this, I think. They could have just gone pack leader, cast oddity, and then crew the chariot as well. That would have been quite the turn. No idea why they didn't do that. That seems like a misplay. Now we need to find Lier. Infernal Grasp. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Keep up faces saving here. Yeah, I'm not happy how the teachings was the one misplay, I think. I could have just gotten environmental sciences. Yeah. Tough. And then as long as Witch survives, I have a tough time losing the match, the game. Anna. I don't know. I mean, yeah, tough. Tough in hindsight to say like what's correct, what's not. Opponent also had a very, very good draw. Like they curved out perfectly with 1-drop, 2-drop. And had everything they needed. Yeah. green is quite the unbeatable deck if they draw this perfectly as my opponent did this game. It's very against control at least. I mean against mono white if they draw good, you're probably losing. But against these control decks. Yeah. That's game. That is game. All right. Oh, tough. Okay, we lost one. That's all right. That happens. I think this matchup is favored for this deck. My opponent had a very good draw, and I maybe misplayed a little bit with the Fading Hope, and I didn't find the Lear, which probably would have saved us also. But takeaway, yeah, just play around Snakeskin plus Blizzard Brawl if you can. I didn't, and that probably cost me the game. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can highly recommend this deck. It's fun to play. It's a blue deck, lots of decisions, and it's not that bad against turns, as my teammate Sam Rolfe proved in the INNISTRAD set championship. Yeah, Siphon Insight, Sorin the Mirthless are cards you could consider for the deck. I'm probably going to work more on stream on this archetype. If you want to check me out on Twitch, I'm almost live daily. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.